You are welcome to Taxonomy Online Mathematics. Today again we are taking a few tuition or tricks in factorization. But we want to take how to factorize a trinomial, or better still, a quadratic trinomial. We know a quadratic trinomial is of this form: ax squared. So ax squared plus bx plus c, where our a should not be equal to 0. So it means that the moment the a is 0, it means the x squared term become what? 0. So now we are going to have only binomial. And a trinomial should have always a degree of what? 2. Meaning there should be x term that have a power of 2. So the moment the x term with power of 2 is missing, then this exists to be a quadratic trinomial. Alright, so if you want to factorize this, whatever we do is that we say that if we have our a equals to 1, meaning the coefficient of x squared is equals to 1, then it means we are left with only x squared plus bx plus c. And if I'm asked to factorize this, it's just going to be factorization into 2 brackets, whereby x times x give me my x squared, then plus p plus q. The plus and the minus will change as in when the negative signs for the b and c are placed. So where we know that if I have pq is equals to the c term, meaning if I multiply the value here times this times this, regardless of their sign, I should get a c term. And if I add p plus q, I should have my b term. Simply put, regardless of the sign, so if here is minus, then it means that I have to also check the signs. I can have both to be minus to get a minus. I can also have one of them to be minus, which is the bigger term, to be minus. If I add, I will still get a minus term there. Alright, so let's follow with this. So from here, this is just the factorization, the answer to this. So if I have a question, as we are having x squared plus 5x plus 6, we can attest that that is in the form where a is equals to 1. So we can factorize that. Now, there are so many methods. I know you've come across so many methods, but today I want to talk about 2 by 2 grid. So it means when I have the question, I make a 2 by 2 grid. This is 2 by 2 or 2 by 2. Now I'll start with the x squared term. So I'll put that into the first square. Then I'll put a c with each sign, which is going to be plus 6. So I have this, I have this. Now, factorization is more or less like a factor, taking the common factor out. So in this case, we are going to look for a factor of x squared, meaning what 2 numbers or 2 terms multiply to give us the x squared. And that is just our x times x. So x times x give us the answer in the box. Then I will be looking out for a term that when I multiply, I get positive 6. But when I add, I should get what? 5. Meaning I'll be looking out for factors of 6. In this case, they are all positive. So I need factors of 6. Going to be 6 itself and 1. That is multiplication. We have 3 and what? 2. 3 times this will give me 6. 1 times 6 give me 6. But 1 times 6 will not give me 1 plus 6 will not give me what? 5. But I can see that if I add this, I should be getting what? 5. So I only put here plus 2 plus 3. Meaning x times 2 will give me plus 2x. 3 times x will give me plus 3x. So in this, our grid, we can see that x squared is there. This plus this will give me 5x. Then our positive 6 is there. So to factorize x squared plus 5x plus 6, the answer is just, the first factor is what? X plus 3. Then the second factor is x plus what? 2. That is the factorization. So from here we get this from our grid. I know there are other methods of getting the answer, but I want to get the answer without solving through any other method. So this will just be your answer. So from the explanation I gave in the beginning, you can see that this will be our P, this will be our Q. P, Q, meaning multiplication, I get my 6. P plus Q, I get what? My 5. I believe you have followed the concept. If it's difficult, just pause the video, try the second one to see if you can get the answer before I solve that. Alright, so for the second one, we are going for the grid again. We start with the x squared term. So x squared, the c term is minus 2, 4. That's 24. So right away, I'm looking for factors that when I multiply, I get my x squared. And that become x times what? X. So in this case also, I am looking for factors of negative 24. When I multiply, I get that negative 24. But when I add, I should be getting what? Positive 2. So we know factors of 24 without this will be 1 times 24 itself. I also have 2 times 12. I believe I'll have 3 times 8. We have 4 times what? 6. Now, when you are listing the factors, I know there are so many factors we can get, but for numbers, if you are listing the factors, don't forget the b terms. So if I want to list this in examination to avoid time, I won't be listing this, because no amount of manipulation, as in addition, subtraction of 1 and 24 can give me what? 2. So I discard that. Then if I come to this, no amount of manipulation. If they are all negative, I'll get a negative 14. If one is negative, the other is positive, I'll be getting 10, regardless of the sign. Then if I come here, this will also give me, if I add, I'll be getting 11. If I subtract, negative 5 or positive 5. But if I take this, I get my answer as 24. If I make one of them the negative, I'll be having a positive 2 and negative 2. So in this case, it means this is the factor I am looking for which one will be negative. And for me to get a positive answer, it means the smallest one have to be negative and the positive one have to be what? The biggest one. So this is the factor. If I multiply, I get this. So here, I just put my minus 4 and plus 6. So x will multiply that. I have plus 6x. This will multiply minus 4x. So therefore, minus 4x plus 6x will give me my positive 2. So right away, what I am looking for is going to be x squared plus 2x minus 24 equals to its factorization is just x minus 4 x plus what? 6. So our PQ multiplication give us this, PQ addition give us our 2. I believe you have followed the concept. Just try to get the factors. Getting the factors is the fastest way by which we can get your answer so easily. So you take your time, find the factors, whether it is negative or not. Just find the factors of the positive one, then rotate the sign with the factors. Alright, I believe we have gotten that. Alright, now you can see the first two is having our coefficient of x to be 1. That means the a term from the actual formula is what? 1. What if it is more than 1? It means we'll be having something like this. Alright, let's take a look at how that will be. Straightforward, we are taking our 2x squared in the first box, then our 12 in the second box. Alright, so first factor will be easy. Always the x will be here, multiplying 2x to give me 2x squared. So that is easily achieved. Now, the term is to find the factor that when I multiply, I get what? 12. But I have to make sure I get what? 11. And in your mind, already you know if there is no factor when you multiply to get this, and when you add, you get 11. But what we need to know now, what? This 2 here is going to affect whatever factor I have here. Because I'll be using the factor to multiply this and add the result. So it means that the 2 must also feature in the multiplication. Therefore, that 2 must multiply this to give me 24. So I'll be stating the factors of 24. So in this case, factors of 24, when I add, I get 11. 24. So I know 24. Previous question we have 8 and what? 3. If I multiply this, I should get 24. And if I add this, I should get what? 11. Now, if I put the 8 here, it's going to increase that answer. So I divide the factor that is a multiple of this. If here is 3, I'll look out for which number here is 3 having a factor of, which is this. So I divide this by 2 to get positive 4. Then this is just going to be my plus 3. I'll take it again. We are having the factors to be 8 and 3. So writing the 8 and 3, we multiply to get our 24. But don't forget, on the grid, any number I multiply, I should get 8 answer. So if I put 8 here and put 3 here, 3, 8 is 24. But 24 is not in the box. So it means that one of these factors that is going to be here is a factor of one of the factors of 24. Take it, I'm taking it again. The number here is going to be a factor of the factor of 24. Or this is going to be a multiple of this. Then I will just look at it. Which of the factors is a multiple of 2? And that is going to be 8. Therefore, I divide the 8 by 2 to get the result. And you can tell that this time this is actually 24. Alright, so we multiply this, we get this. So this will give us plus 3x. This time this will give us our 8x, which we are having originally from the factors. So in this case, no other work. We have our 2x squared plus 11x plus 12 is just going to be x plus 4, 2x plus what? 3. Are you with me? We are just taking the factors around the box. The numbers in the box actually is the question given to us. So if I find that, I get this. I believe you followed. Pause this video at this moment. Take the example 4, which is 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. Pause the video. Try and see if you can provide an answer to that question before I give it out. So I believe as at this moment that you are playing it, it means you have done it. Let's check the answer. So right away, in here is going to be 3x. I believe we had that correct. Then the next will be minus 6. That is also correct. Thumbs up. Then we need the factor, which the first will be x, then 3x. I believe you get that too. Thumbs up. Then our task is to find the factors of minus 6. And no, we can't find the minus 6 factors that can add to give us 7. Yes, we can get the 6 and 1 itself can do that. But because I'm having a factor here, which is going to feature in this box, I need to use that to multiply this. So it means 3 times 6, which will be our 18. In this case, negative 18. we are going to find the factors of 18 in their addition or subtraction. I still get what? A positive 7. So in that case, I know the factors will be 2, 9, 1, 8. 2, 9, 1, 8, 3, 6. 3 and 6 will either give me 9 or negative 3. So I discard that. 1 and 18 will either give me 19 or 17. I discard that. So I'm having 2 and 9, which can either give me either positive 7 or negative 7, regardless where I put the sign. And since the 7 is positive, I have to put the negative sign for the smallest one. Then I find out which of these factors is a multiple of these 3. And obviously, it is our 9. Meaning, if I divide 9 by this, I get a positive 3. So I have my plus 3 here, then my minus 2 goes to the other side. Fast forward, I have minus 2x. This will give me my 9x back as I have as a factor. So, as the box is being filled, our answer is just 3x squared plus 7x minus 6 equals to x plus 3 in one bracket, 3x minus what? 2 in the other bracket. Voila! Congratulations for getting that answer correct. Try and take more questions of this nature and try your hand. This is just not to say that this is the only approach to this kind of questions. There are so many approaches to it, but we are only trying to beat time, trying to see which of the approaches can easily give us the answer to us in examination. Alright, I believe you followed. Thank you very much for watching, but I'll plead with you, kindly subscribe to my channel, Taxonomy Online Mathematics on YouTube. Then follow me on Facebook, Taxonomy Online Mathematics. Same on Instagram, but on TikTok, say Tazo. Just follow me and please click on the notification bell on YouTube so that anytime I upload video, you'll be the first to watch. Thank you very much. Share and God will bless you. Bye bye.